We're heading towards Port Campbell at the moment, and we'll be stopping and having a look at a few of the Port Campbell Coastline features along the way. The first feature you come to along the Port Campbell Coastline, or the 12 Apostles Coastline, is the Gibson Steps. We've been down here a couple of times before. It's good fun. They've been carved into the side of the cliffs. It's really nice. And this is why people come here. It's magnificent, isn't it? We head down the steps and we can get to those first of the 12 Apostles, or however many there actually are these days. You can see a couple of people down there now. Let's go start climbing Gibson Steps. Actually, a lot of them are concreted now. Back in the old days, I don't think this was the way. We've even got a gate down here to shut it off. I don't know why they do that. These steps were originally carved into the side of the cliff, and now they've got concrete on them. I'm guessing that the old steps that used to be carved into the cliff are probably eroded too much and were unsafe, so they've put concrete down here now. So that's Gibson Steps, but they're not how we remember them. Originally they were carved into the side of the cliff. These days they're all concreted. So they're not really Gibson Steps, they're Antonio the Concreter's steps. Is that right? Oh, that's cold. Check the water temperature out.
No thanks, I'm fine.
It says a sign up the top, no drones. That's right. Don't mind sticking to the regulations. There's helicopters buzzing around everywhere anyway, so it's not like the noise is an issue. I guess with a number of choppers buzzing around, you couldn't have a drone up at the moment anyway. It's nice down here today, although it could do with some sun, some blue sky. Little bit of activity there. Another chopper buzzing around. R44. All the different layers. This is right down the bottom on the sand. It's not going to come out. I don't know what it is. It looks like an electric cable.
It is.
You reckon? I don't think its cable's too flexible.
No.
I don't think so. You idiot. No footprints up this section. Nobody really comes up this far maybe. There's a lookout up the top there. Well worth a walk down to the bottom of Gibson Steps and do a stroll on the beach. I wouldn't want to be here at high tide though. I think at high tide the water's bashing up against this edge here, by the look of that. Now, well, we better move back to the car, get going. Got a heap more to look at yet. We're at the 12 Apostles tourist facility, whatever it is. Complex. But it's all very modern these days. Let's go and have a look. Is it lunchtime?
Yep.
There's a kiosk here.
How about that?
It's all a bit comfortable, isn't it? The path from the information centre goes under the Great Ocean Road and comes out on the other side on the cliffs, so you can view the 12 Apostles. It's all very easy. Nice stroll. 12 Apostles, Port Campbell National Park. Passes underneath the Great Ocean Road. Remember in the old days you used to be able to drive right up to the viewing platforms.
On the left hand side of the road.
Yeah, on the left hand side of the road, on the cliff side of the road, that's correct. Even though it's not school holidays, it was pretty bloody busy. At least that's one good thing, they allow for plenty of parking for caravans around here. Island Archway and Razorback, up to 400 metres. Be a bit of a washing machine down here trying to swim, I reckon. we're on our way down to Thunder Cave with a bit of a swell up today, so it might be okay down there. So this is Loch Ard Gorge. Just walking down to the beach at Loch Ard Gorge. You've actually come down here. I don't think I've ever been down here. You come down when you were at school, you said.
Yeah.
Morning. Another reasonably overcast day. We're in Port Campbell at the moment. We arrived last night, or yesterday afternoon. Spent the afternoon here. We've got a couple of days here. Still on the Great Ocean Road, and we'll be checking things out in this area over the course of the next couple of days. It's a calm day in Port Campbell today. Slight breeze. Not huge surf, nothing. Gonna head down the jetty and have a look. Just heading down to the jetty to have a quick look. It's not really that cold. It's probably about 19 or 20 degrees, but it's very overcast. These swimmers are pretty serious. Yeah. What do you reckon? Pretty serious swimmers.
Crazy.
If you're interested, there's a 4.5 kilometre return walk along the coast from Port Campbell. Looks like fun, but maybe not today. London Bridge. Back in the 80s, you used to be able to walk across that first section before it collapsed. Actually, when it collapsed in 1990, that first section, and many times we would have been right out to the end of that island piece. Not these days. All gone. They call that London Bridge. A 700-metre stroll, a short stroll. Just on a short 700-metre return stroll to the grotto. Geez, a lot of people here. Still an overcast day. Geez, we've got a fair share of these on this trip. Haven't really seen much blue sky at all. I think we had one really good day, and it's been like this most of the time since. It's actually quite nice down there, isn't it? Got those industrial strength thongs on again, but at least the steps are concrete here. Wow, that's a nice shot. Hey.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. Just the other side of Peterborough.
Heading west is the Bay of Martyrs. That's where we are now. G'day. I think this is the last heading west before, what's the next big town?
Warrnambool.
Oh yeah, not quite. The end of the Great Ocean Road anyway. But this is the Bay of Islands, just a little way up from Bay of Martyrs. It's another short walk, a couple of 100 metres from where you parked the car. Really easy access, not hard at all. Well, that finishes off a couple of days of the Port Campbell Coastline and the Bay of Islands coastline on the other side of Peterborough. It's been really good. The only thing been lacking is the warm weather. It's bloody freezing out here today. I think I might have to go and put some shoes on. Yeah. Well, we're just on the final stretch now between the Bay of Islands and Allansoford, which Allansoford marks the end of the Great Ocean Road. So yeah, we've been on this for how long now? That's 7 days.
Yeah.
7 days from Torquay to Allansoford, or 8 days, something like that. I don't know, can't keep track of it. But yeah, it's been a really good time. But geez, there've been some amazing sights along the way. Anyway, we're just coming up to a turn off towards Warrnambool now, and we'll head a little bit further on to Allansoford before we go back to Port Campbell, where we're staying for the night tonight. Well, we're sitting in Allansoford at a place called Cheese World, which is actually closed. This is where the Great Ocean Road meets the Princess Highway, just a couple of 100 metres up the road from where we are here at Cheese World. And yeah, that's the end of the Great Ocean Road. But there's no signage, or there's no plaque of any sort of significance or anything like that. But we did pass through a town a little way back, about 20k, called Narrawarry, I think it was, that claimed to be the last town on the Great Ocean Road. So we might head back and have a look at that one. Got to go back to Port Campbell tonight because we're still there for one night, and then we move on to Warrnambool for a couple of nights tomorrow and the next day. But as far as the Great Ocean Road run goes, that part of the trip's over. It was good fun. 8 days on the Great Ocean Road from Torquay to Allansoford. Well, there you go. Welcome to Narrawarry, the first town on the Great Ocean Road. Now, I might have pronounced that wrong before. Well, the first town coming from this way, or the last town if you're coming from the east. But yeah, it's because there's nothing at Allansoford, no indication at all. Michelle just had an idea. This is approaching from Allansoford. It says welcome to the first town. She reckons on the back of it it's going to say, look, you're leaving farewell from Narrawarry, the last town on the Great Ocean Road. See, it's not just a pretty face, is she? We just had a track at the end of a road just out of Port Campbell on the way back to towards Apollo Bay Way, or Labour's Hill, and it's called Two Bays Road, and pretty spectacular view up the end of this one. So we're going back to have another look. I didn't have a camera with me when I walked down here, so I was better with my thongs on. Went back to the car, put my boots on. Just the last 100 metres. You can't go too wrong, just stick to the track. Two bays, one, and the other one's over there, two. This is just a couple of minutes heading back east from Port Campbell. There's our car up on the hill over there in the car park. It's not that far away.